Hong Kong, a metropolitan city, a business centre, a multicultural society. But such a huge town depends on multiple forms of public transportation in order to thrive. One of Hong Kong's more precise forms of transportation is the taxi. Not only are there taxis everywhere, but they are also quite inexpensive. They drive safely, yet swiftly. The host of a British car show, Top Gear's Jeremy Clarkson, recently visited Hong Kong and praised the driving ability of Hong Kong's taxi drivers. After you enjoy the wonders Hong Kong has to offer, and you want to get back to your place of residence, it is simple enough to find a taxi stand anywhere in Hong Kong, although the long lines may be a bit of a problem. To ride from the resort-like south side of Hong Kong to the bustling central office buildings only costs 100 Hong Kong dollars. To put it in comparison, a ride from London Heathrow Airport to Waterloo Station in a London taxi costs almost twice the amount as a ride from the Hong Kong airport to the main island. The distance of the London journey is a mere 29 kilometres, while the Hong Kong one is a whopping 40 kilometres.
Taxis are pretty cheap actually comparing to other London, New York, Paris, no, but taxis are comfortable, but in peak hour you cannot get a taxi, it's impossible.
I'll first talk about the taxis. Compared to buses, taxis in Hong Kong are not as convenient. Taxis are easy to find, but the attitude of the drivers, compared to that of bus drivers, are more aggressive, because they are not tied directly to a company. To locals and tourists, there is more of an opinion based around taxi drivers than bus drivers. As for buses, people in Hong Kong tend to like bus drivers more.
I
am from Guangzhou, but I really like Hong Kong's public transportation system. Guangzhou's public transportation system cannot compare. I was just walking around in the street, watching people as they walk around. The infrastructure of the streets and the MTR walkways are very good and convenient.
Although taxis are plenty, convenient and quick, they are somewhat expensive compared to other forms of transportation. That's where the double-deckers come in. These behemoths are found everywhere in Hong Kong. You would be hard-pressed not to find a bus station 200 metres from anywhere you stand on the main island. For example, on the Stanley to Central bus ride alone, there are 34 stops. Some buses have overlapping stops, but that doesn't take away from the sheer density of them.
The taxis are mainly used by tourists and people seeking a quick journey. The buses are used by people who have incorporated the efficiency of the bus system into their everyday lives.
These buses are very reliable and they are very cheap. A trip of 15 kilometres can go as cheap as 7 Hong Kong dollars. It's no wonder why these people love these hunks of metal. To be a true local, one must know at least several bus routes, as they are an integral part of Hong Kong's economy. An effective and inexpensive way to travel the roads of Hong Kong is arguably the public light bus. The 16-passenger red or green roof buses provide a more flexible journey than the double-decker buses, allowing the passenger to hail and alight the bus almost anywhere, much like a taxi. The arteries of the city can only be appreciated from below the concrete. The MTR Underground Rail Network serves as one of the most efficient ways to get around Hong Kong. From the moment that you touch down at the world-renowned international airport, you are connected with the city through a speedy set of train lines. Covering a distance of 25 miles in less than 24 minutes, the Airport Express rides directly into the central MTR, which is the corporate centre of over 210 kilometres of rail, consisting of 150 stations. Opened in September 1979, the rail network continues to expand, with the planned South Island route expected to finish in 2015.
Well, I've been here 3 weeks and I mostly use the MTR, and the MTR is amazing. Yeah, it's super quick, efficient, much better than London.
Travelled with the
high-speed train from the airport to the city is excellent, and the MTR is really very good as well. So it's cheap and always there, so it's pretty good.
The metro is pretty safe, it's fast, so most of the times I use the subway.
With the breakthrough addition of a card that makes paying for buses, MTRs and even some taxis easier, the Octopus card provides a cashless option for those who want to travel efficiently.
Yeah, I've got it in the first few days. Once again, same as London, similar system to the Oyster card. It's cool that you can use it in 7-Elevens as well. It's very useful, yeah.
I still need to acquire a card, to be frank, so I don't like the coins, and a card would be good. We'll get one.
As Hong Kong continues to grow its reputation for being a business centre in Asia, so must the transportation system adapt to the high demand. Taken for granted, Hong Kong's excellent transportation system, never sleeping, keeps the city running.